Now, a Target 12 Investigators exclusive deli dangers. Take a look at these dirty deli slicers. Chunks of spoiled meat, black slime, and even flies. What does this mean to you? That deli meat or cheese you bring home to your family may be contaminated with salmonella or worse, listeria.
Target 12 investigator Susan Hogan received unprecedented access as health officials inspect deli slicers for a critical design problem or just plain lack of cleaning. Susan joins us now with more on how the results could lead to sweeping changes nationally.
For years, health officials blame listeria or salmonella outbreaks on the deli meat itself. But now inspectors are learning that the actual cause may have nothing to do with the meat itself and may have more to do with dirty slicers.
A picture is worth 1,000 words because no one would believe this. Flies feeding on deli slicers in the middle of the winter?
You obviously don't have flies breeding outside in January or February, so if we see a lot of flies inside the establishment, that means that they're breeding inside.
And it could be this, rotting meat dripping in clumps off dirty deli slicers at this local market.
Your first impression here?
There are a couple of areas of concern.
Rhode Island health officials are swabbing, testing, taking apart deli slicers all over the state.
The goal is to identify to what extent slicers are causing illness.
And the Target 12 investigators are invited to go along as Rhode Island is leading a nationwide study on whether dirty slicers or badly designed slicers are making people sick. We were asked not to identify the markets or deli since this was not an actual health inspection, instead an investigation into the slicers themselves. This national study prompted after 2 salmonella outbreaks were traced to poorly designed deli slicers in Washington and Georgia.
And they pulled off the cover off the blade. And when they pulled off the cover, basically there's a little piece of plastic on the inside.
Under that plastic, salmonella feeding on spoiled meat. There's more.
So you take off the handles and all of a sudden you find this heavy contamination inside.
This meat debris can trickle down onto the sliced meat that you're getting to take home to your family.
Right.
And that's a concern.
It is.
So far, state health inspectors tested slicers from 32 delis and markets. The results?
They're required to take apart the slicer and properly clean and sanitize it every 4 hours. You know, we find a lot of times that doesn't happen. Not only does it not happen, but some of the equipment is not possible to properly clean and sanitize it.
Health officials found 2/3 of the slicers have design flaws that prevent proper cleaning. They've reported their results to the manufacturers, the Centers for Disease Control, and the FDA. The health department also says almost all of the slicers inspected were not cleaned and sanitized as required.
They look clean from the outside, they're stainless steel, they're shiny, and they look okay, but it's what's underneath that's causing some issues. How are we to know that?
You're not going to.
During the slicer inspections, the health department took immediate action on those markets whose deli slicers posed a health hazard to customers and ordered them to clean them up before using them again.
So now you're probably wondering, is deli food safe for me to eat? Well, the answer, according to the health department, is for healthy people, the risk is relatively low. However, if you are pregnant or your immune system is compromised, this bacteria can be deadly and cause miscarriages. That's why the CDC is recommending pregnant women should only eat deli meat that is thoroughly cooked. For more information on slicers and bacteria, log on to WPRI.com. With the Target 12 investigators, I'm Susan Hogan, Eyewitness News.